friends. Hello! It is night one. We are kicking off Christmas in July 2024, and we are here for it. Woohoo! So, it is going to be a fun week. We have lots planned. I'm trying to get my thing here. I'm cockeyed. So we have lots planned and a fun project every single night. So let me grab something over here. So I did a reel last night. So if you didn't see it, go check it out on my page. Because I showed that we have 3 boxes that we are giving away this week, and they are chucked nice and full of all kinds of stuff. And I even put a few more things in them today. So what I added today was some bell packets, some pine cones, some tags, assorted tags, and a dotting tool. So that's the things I added today. Really cute Primitives by Kathy notepad. So all that is chocked full. So it has so much stuff down in there. And on the reel, if you go back and watch it, I show everything else in there. So it's lots of wood blanks down in there. And the Stencil Smith gave us a nice stencil brush, which the 1/4 inch is great for little cheeks and stuff. We'll be using that size a lot this week. So anyway, we are excited. So let me put this aside. I don't know what Bubbles is doing over here.
Struggling.
She's on the struggle bus. She came sliding in, driving the struggle bus, I think. So, we are just excited.
1:30 on Bubble myself.
So, to win that prize, Megan is just going to pick randomly from the comments during the whole live. So she is just going to pick something that catches her eye, something that someone said. So don't say anything bad. So anyway, nice. She is going to pick 5 names and she's going to note them on her computer. Tomorrow night, she will do the same throughout the live, pick 5 names. And at the end of tomorrow night's live, we will give away the first box.
150!
Yay!
There's a huge one.
So that's how you'll be able to give away the painter's prize box. Like it's like a nice kit. So anyway, I lost my page in all the whatever of trying to dodge the bullets. So or dodge the bubbles.
The bubble bullets.
Oh gosh, not bullets. So
Bubble
anyway.
blasts.
Yeah. So anyway, so without further ado, let's get going on tonight's project. So it is. I think it's really cute. It's like every night I'm like, well, I like this one. Oh, I like the next one better. I like the next one better. Like I'm always like, I don't know which one, but they're all really, I like them all. But I hope that you like them. But we have it in the package ready to reveal to you. So here it is. So let me open it and I will show you our first project that we're doing. So it's a snowman ornament. And I designed all the ornaments for this Christmas in July. So this is a snowman. It is Freezin season snowman, and he has a bird nest with a bird in it, and it is a very frosty, icy nest. Little snowflake that hangs, and little stick arms. So if you remember back in the day, I had a plant poke of this, and he was bigger. He didn't have the bird. And it didn't say Freezin season here. I think it said it. I'm not sure where it said it, or maybe it didn't say it. Maybe it had something else on the tag. But anyway, so he's just sorry. He's just a little bit I made him a little jazzier, so, but that's where he came from. He was an original pattern from years ago, but he is a little hanging snowflake, but the bird is really cute, in his frosty nest. So anyway, that's what we're going to do tonight. So each night, whatever I'm doing will be in that package, and I will open it up and show it to you. All right?
He looks like he needs bubbles.
What?
He looks like he needs bubbles. Oh my goodness.
So,
I was watching comments. We're at 180.
Oh, wow. God. Thank you. So, it remind me later, sometime this week, I'll have to tell you the story about this snowman. Remind me to tell you that story time at some point. When there's a oh, I was going to say like a lag in the conversation. What'd you say?
It's kind of like a disco ball.
Disco Debbie. What was your other name?
Bubbles Betty, Confetti Carla, and Disco Debbie.
She is got lots going on. So I'm going to move you and give you a little bit of car sickness here. So let me flip you. Let me flip me upside down and get you situated here. The worst part, trying to get it all gone. So anyway, I have a sheet for you in Linktree that I have ready for you. There's an Amazon list in Linktree, and I'll add to that Amazon list all week long. And then the Freezin season list, I tried to do a color palette for you. Anything that's underlined is clickable, and I tried to write that.
I just toggle it.
Mm-hmm. And so it's everything I'm going to use, and then this is to the Amazon list. But if you pull that up through Linktree, when it comes up, you can click on any of those things, and it'll take you right to it. You will also find some of these things. You might have them in your Hobby Lobby, Michael's, whatever. So even if you don't want to purchase them through Amazon, I always give you links so you can look at them, read about it, screenshot it so you'll have a picture when you do go to the store, you know, whatever. But I did try to be on the ball and have a project sheet for each night with a picture and the colors. So that is that. So let's get started. I went ahead and base painted him because, just for time's sake. And when you get him, this is etched in there. So you can take a baby wipe over that, and you can even take a magic eraser too, and it'll take any of that little bit of scorching right off. You can do that. And then you'll just use your makeup sponges and just go very lightly over him so you don't get push paint down into the lettering is what you're trying. That's your goal. Like you don't want to push paint down in there. But if you do, these tools come from
Where there'll be an SVG at the end of the week.
I have not got those. I don't even have that prepared yet. So we will see about that.
For all those of you saying you get in the green screen, try and go out, swipe everything, clear everything, and come back in. It might be just how many people we have, because we have 190.
Wow, that's exciting.
I didn't want to bubble the thing.
That's exciting. Oh, it's 194. That's exciting. Okay, so I'm just going to show you this really quick. So you're just going to load your sponge. Those of you that have been around a while, you know this, but we have a lot of new people, and I would just want to make sure they know. So you don't want a lot of paint. So then you just start tapping. Of course, I think I need a little more than that. And I like to start, you know, like heavier. You can go heavier in places that it doesn't have wording. But you're just going to kind of tap over that, and, you know, you'll have to do it 2 or 3 times. But you're just not going to force that paint down in those etched lines. So so you just keep going over it. If you get paint in one, just take you can use a push pin, anything sharp, a safety pin, a safety pin, or anything. But these are at the Dollar Tree in the craft section. There's like 2 in a pack. One's fat and one's skinny tipped. So I use the skinny one, but you can etch it right back out. Super simple. So, and then you don't want to go above his hat line. And I just put a piece of tape on mine to assure that I don't, and kind of on the arms. But that's how you do that. So you'll have to do that 2 or 3 times to get a good coat, and then that's where you'll end up. So, and then I can take my tape off and can paint that black. So, we are going to put the hat in the hat brim. Now,
eggnogging.
Now, I turned my bird the wrong way. He's looking at the snowman. It's actually designed to be going the other way. So then I was wondering, when I discovered that a little bit ago, which way should he go? Like, because you can flip the piece over. Do you think he should be looking at the snowman or looking away? So we'll do this one looking away, I guess. But I don't know. What do you think? Like, what do you think that should look like? I kept thinking, oh, I did that backwards. Well,
I think it's cute that he's looking at him.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't realize that I had it wrong. But when I was getting my pieces out a while ago to paint for tonight, I'm like, well, that bird is wrong. So the black covers super, super quick. And this is your hat brim. So
most of them are liking that he's looking at the snowman.
You do like it better that way.
I don't know if I've seen one looking away.
Really? Well, I designed it.
He did it on purpose.
Looking away. So, I don't know why I did that. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. But when I painted the sample, apparently I thought it looked good sitting there looking at him, and then I was like, oh, that's wrong.
Either way is cute, but all of them are saying that they like the looking at him.
You do? Okay. Well, we have another decision to make about him, too. Now, on this one, I used Dutch Aqua, and I kind of, added white like I always do. But tonight, I'm going to use light blue. So I put this on your color sheet, but you can use any light blue or any color you want for the buttons. I started to make them red. Like, I went back and forth about all kinds of colors. But this is aqua. These are going to be light blue because I'm going to use a piece of light blue material for his hat. Or his scarf. Good night. I was trying to think and grab something at the same time. So, I'm just taking a little sponge that I cut apart and just dabbing some off. So,
I don't think Noah can come and play with the bubbles tomorrow. It's bedtime.
Noah would, Noah or Hank, either one, would love to play with the bubbles. I don't know which one is worse when we get out the bubble machine. Probably Hank. But, anyway. So.
Definitely love the bubbles. Bubbles are fun. Who wouldn't love bubbles?
Yeah, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't love old bubbles over here? You know.
It's kind of funny. I did bubbles at my wedding.
That's right, you did.
It just was meant to be.
Yeah. We should have done confetti, and I want you to know that Mark emptied my craft table for me. He emptied it. Like I said, just take everything. He said, how can I help you? I said, set up that long, narrow table in the hall and empty my whole craft table because it was just, after a while, it's just like a wreck. Like, and I've just, how you keep collecting paintbrushes and this and that, like all the things. So I said, just empty it off. I want to start with a clean slate. That is going to be the best way to do it. So he did. And he grouped everything together, and he was very, had it all out in the hall. And so I sat down yesterday, and I went through, I had like 8 mason jars full of just scattered paintbrushes. So like I went through and took all my dry brushes and put them in a cup instead of them being in random stuff. So I did that with everything. All my micron pens, just all my angle brushes. So I took the time to do that. Like I had nothing else to do. that was kind of crazy. But anyway, that was my plan and that was my mission. So at the end, I would get to the bottom of the mason jar, get everything out of it, and they were full of confetti. Because it sat right over here.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I just dumped them out because I knew I was going to run the sweeper and I wanted to empty the jars. Well, so Mark ran the sweeper today, and we got home from church, and so he's like, I'm going to run the sweeper and get all that picked up. And so I said, can you believe how much confetti is in there? He goes, I saw that.
Confetti for days.
I said, that was 2 years ago.
That
2
was
years
the
ago.
One of them was was it both of them 2 years ago?
I don't know, but Noah was 2 years ago, and then...
Yeah, so there's to say the one confetti for Noah was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But then before, I don't think it was was it the same year, or I don't know.
I don't know. We're still sweeping confetti. That's all I'm going to say. So I'm using red spice on his nose. Georgia clay, cinnamon stick, any of those are good to use. I don't like a bright orange. I like a brown toned. So that's what I put on your sheet. But any orange, like everyone has a different preference. So, well, Carol, first time looking at comments. Carol, I needed help. Like, we have this house so tore up and it just keeps getting worse. We had some water in the basement the other day, which I went down to get some stuff to decorate for Christmas in July. I was doing my backdrop and I wanted some stuff out of my show tote. And so I went down, stepped in some water in the back of the basement, and I was immediately sick because it wasn't like deep. It was, just like I don't flip-flops. This is why I knew it. And I was sick. I had to go tell Mark, and he was like, oh no. But it wasn't any big deal, like something backed up or anything like that. We have an air conditioning, like where the condensation from the air conditioner goes into a drain on the floor. I don't know how you explain it. Anyway, something had gotten down in there and it wouldn't let it drain. And so it went right down. But I have a lot of stuff in totes, but I also had stuff in cardboard boxes and I lost a lot of stuff. So we had to just stop everything and spent so much time going through stuff, throwing away. Oh, it was bad. So, but I have all my laser cut stuff down there for Christmas in July. Lots of it. Lots of money. And luckily it was on the other side and it did not get by it, and it would have got all wet. So that would have Mark said, that's a positive. I'm like, yep, that we'll take that. So oh goodness. Okay, the bird. Back to the bird. So you want me to flip him? You want me to flip him to face the snowman, right?
Yes, everyone was saying that.
Okay.
They're also
So
saying I should bring confetti back.
yeah.
I've been nice.
Ask Mark if he wants her to bring confetti back. Actually, confetti's great. I love confetti.
Confetti's fun.
Confetti's like glitter.
I was able
Like, you've got to love it, but it's everywhere,
It sure is.
So, we'll paint the bird red. But I honestly and I know I'll do some of these for my show. But I keep thinking, I'm going to have to make a bluebird. Because I've done that before, and I just think I love bluebird.
Yeah.
Tuscan red is what I'm using for the bird. So I flipped him over, and I'm going to do the back side. So you can flip him whichever you want. And then he can look whatever.
Someone said silly string. That could be dangerous.
Oh no. I'd be clawing that out of my hair. I don't trust her.
Is the sweeper the same? Is the sweeper the same as a vacuum? Yes.
Yep.
I think it's just terms of where people are.
It's like pop and soda.
Yeah.
We always call it a sweeper. Right? That's what I call it.
I say I'm going to run the sweeper, but I also say I'm going to go get the vacuum, so I do both. Because
Yeah, I don't think I ever say vacuum. That's fancy. Fancy. Oh.
Bluebird, glitter, silly string.
This is thick paint.
The Grams bracelet. Flip the bird.
Oh, I've meant to take those off and forgot. They were on from church this morning. When Noah went to the nursery today, when he'd taken all he could take, and he was heading out to the nursery, as Megan was walking off with him, he goes, "Bye, Grams." It was funny.
He's just so matter of fact now with the bye. So just like, bye. I'm
See
out.
ya. Okay. I'm using vintage tea rose, and I'll add a little bit of espresso brown to it. So that's what I'm concocting now. I just like to add a little bit of brown. I don't like it quite so.
Do you have some small noses that'll be available?
They are out of stock on the website right now, and I did tell Mark that a couple days ago, and he said, "Do you need me to cut them?" And I said, "Probably." So he probably will.
I'll put it in my notes.
Yeah. So I just mixed that so it's just a little bit more mauvia. So I'm going to use my little 1/4-inch brush, and I'm going to really work that paint off. Because I want him to have rosy cheeks, but I don't want him to be like super...
You don't ship to Canada, right?
Not typically. I have on some special occasions. It's just so expensive. It really, really is expensive, and that's just awful. I feel bad about that, but it's really expensive for you. But I did ship. I have recently shipped to a lady there that likes to get stuff, and it seems to have gone okay. So I'm just going to lightly, I keep talking and swirling. Okay, so I'm just going to swirl his cheeks and I kind of I was putting the hat brim on. I always like to get an idea of his face. So even if I rub off too much paint, it's always better to start off light and then go back to my paper towel and pick up more if I need to. And I'm going to add a tiny bit more brown to that and swirl it around in there again because it looks a little bit pink.
Unfortunately, we can't tell you whether it's going to be snowman every night. It's a surprise. That's what part of Christmas in July is. A surprise every night.
Now, Flurry Fest is always all about, hence the name, flurries. So it is always all snowman. So their stencil brushes, if you've not used them, they almost have a soft touch instead of, like, a lot of them are really stiff. And I always thought, like, a stencil brush needed to be stiff. These are amazing. They stencil so good and clean, and then they're excellent cheek brushes too. So I love them. So I don't think I'll need that anymore, but I am still just going to put it in a baby wipe so it doesn't dry out. All right, now this one I shaded in espresso. So tell me this before I get to that part. Do you want me to shade in light blue on this one? Would you kind of like to see it light blue shading, or do you like the brown? So I use blue every now and then, not a bunch, but I do use it every now and then. So I'm just going to use the espresso on the arms, and I'm just going to tap that on right up to the line. You can tap it right up there.
We're not going to have a Christmas shirt for Christmas in July, but I usually do it around Thanksgiving time.
Yeah.
Early November is when the shirts come out. Flurry Fest is after Christmas?
It is... No.
Yeah?
It is in November.
November.
After my show.
I was going to say, I was like...
Yeah, it's after...
I knew it was after something big.
It's in November, but, I don't have a date yet.
Let's see.
But it's fun. We've had that for 2 years. This will be our 3rd Flurry Fest. We have Bunny Bash, Flurry Fest, and Christmas in July is usually the big events.
Do you have those linked? Are the stencil brushes on your Amazon?
No. Go...
I gotta go here.
If you go into...
Is it the stencils that you like, or the Stencil Smith, or reusable?
Stencils that you like, the brushes should be linked
in
on there. Megan can put it in.
Is it from Stencil Smith?
Yes. Did you click on the link of stencils I like?
It was in reusable stencils and stencil brushes. Do you want me to do that one, or is it in the stencils I like?
You can just do it on the stencils I like, and then I'll show you. I'll see. Okay, so did we say blue or not?
I was getting there's a lot of questions that just popped up.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Light blue, brown, blue with shading. Blue would be fun. Looks like blue. Blue or gray? Blue.
Yeah, and sometimes I do gray. I like to use gray, and I've done that a lot. Like if I'm using blue tones, I'll use gray for shading. I usually use probably more gray than I do blue, but I like either one. And sometimes blues just gives it a different look. So
I like blues.
yeah, so now you'll notice on his arms, you can even wipe that on with the baby wipe if you want. But I didn't do it like a solid look. I did like a transparent look to his arms. Like, I'm not going to do it solid because the wood grain shows through, and I kind of like that since it's sticks like it's wood. So on the back, while I'm in the brown, I'm just going to take a baby wipe and stain the back of that real quick. So I just use this espresso for that as well. And I'm going to tip the ends of his hat because that will show from the back. And then a little bit of his tip of his nose will show. And the bird. Now the snowflake we're going to paint on both sides. So because it kind of hangs, and I just did it from both sides. I don't think it would turn, but I just did both sides because I thought, well, it might. So it's pretty dark on the back side.
Will these be available as kits?
Not kits. Well, what do you mean by kits?
Yeah,
Like it'll just be the wood blank with all the pieces. So on Thursday night at the grand finale, that's when you'll be able to purchase the wood blanks from the week.
Just a repeat to a chance to win the things from the boxes. You just comment on it, and I'll randomly at different times pick names. There's going to be a couple names put in, and then it'll be a drawing for them.
Yep. So we'll collect 5 names tonight, 5 names tomorrow night, and then we will pick a winner. Okay. I didn't put this on your color sheet. Actually, I don't even think I have it down here. I'll just use black because I have it out since I didn't put it on your sheet. Let me get my float brush. So I'm just going to take a little bit of blue. A little bit of my blue. So I guess we need to decide what we're doing as far as shading, floating around him.
Do you know the price of those yet?
I think they are 3. I haven't put them in yet, but I think they'll be like 3. I think they're $3.95. 3. I don't know for sure, but they're in the upper 3 range.
These ornaments are not for just the Christmas in the Hive group. This is for everybody that's in this Christmas in July section. They're 2 different things.
Yeah, it's yeah, the hivers don't have anything to do with this group. Okay, so I'm just hitting the right side of this button and kind of making it darker. So I just took a little bit of black and added to the light blue. And then I'll add some white to the other side.
Monday through Thursday, or Sunday through Thursday.
Yep. So how I've always done it is I always kick it off on a Sunday night, and we usually do Monday or Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night. Wednesday's always a break, and then Thursday night's the grand finale. But I did a bonus night last week on last year on Wednesday night, and this year I am doing a bonus night on Wednesday night as well. So it's kind of a bonus project, and it's kind of a fun project and pattern. So be sure to tune in on Wednesday night because we usually take a break that night. So I will be live all 5 nights. So that will be fun to do that.
And with the SVGs, she hasn't got a chance to work on that yet. So those are pending.
Yeah.
You'll see, maybe not.
Yeah, at some point they will appear.
And everything that is offered that will be available Thursday after the live is done.
Yep. Okay, so now I'm just going to go with my white, and I'm going to hit the left side of it. And that just kind of makes the buttons look so much nicer. Not just plain. So if you can see that. I don't know if you can even tell. So there's our snowflake. Alright, so we going for blue? We going for blue? While I'm waiting for her, I'm going to, you can do this with your dry brush, or you can hit it with like a float brush. The dry brush is probably easier. So I'm just going around the top a little bit, and then I'm going to come on the bottom with some espresso. I'm awkward with my palettes clear over here. I was trying to give Bubbles some room, and
I do not paint the ornaments. I probably could.
I just did that backwards.
Just don't.
She's manning the computer. She helps. Her and Charlotte both help with when I go to Warren. They help me do all kinds of stuff.
I saw that I messed up a sign when I helped too.
Yeah, it's still down there. I just moved it recently. That was funny.
I do what I can.
Whether it's right or not, she does it.
Give it 100% no matter what.
I'm going to go along the back side of him with a little bit of black. And
Something
then
else I saw that I was gonna ask.
I use a little bit of white on the front. If you want him to look like a cardinal, you can put a little bit of black right there too.
Oh, is there a quantity? Is there a limit on the quantity?
I feel like we are good on numbers. Like I have a lot. Bonus night is probably my lowest number on that. But I have like 800. Like I have a lot. So I think we're going to be fine on everything. Okay, I'm going to use deep ochre. You can use sunset. Like, I just don't want you to get hung up on, oh, I don't have that. Like, it is a small little dot. So you don't have to, like, just use any good beak color, like a good gold or something. And if your yellow's too bright, just add a little bit of brown to it. But I use deep ochre for different things. So I just add his little beak in there. And then we'll dry brush him too. Now, you can also, like I said, add a little bit of black. You know, like if you did want it to resemble a little bit of a cardinal, you can just touch some black in there if you want. And kind of smooth it down, but tip it. I don't know if that looks good or not. So I'm going to use my baby wipe just to tone it down a bit and dab it. Alright, so now he needs an eye. We're going to get our handy dandy dotting tool and use the smallest one and dot it right in the black.
Yes, it'll be at 8:30 every night.
Yeah, the event post is pinned at the top of the Facebook page, and it has the times in it. And if you mark going or interested, I think it will send you a notification, and like that's helpful for you if you do that. All right, so there's that guy. Oh no, his eye's really little.
Do you have a shipping calculator on your website? Or does it just automatically do it when you...
I put it in. I weigh everything and put it in. Why?
Someone is asking about it. I didn't know if there was a...
No, I try to ship as cheap as I can. I mean, I don't like add shipping charges or handling charges. I don't do any of that. Okay, so let's go ahead and put his nose up there. We need to fix his nose, but we will do that when we dry brush. So I'm gonna, you can put the hat brim straight or just kick it a little bit. I like a slanted one a lot. So that kind of gives me an idea where I want my eye. So I'm gonna get in my black. I'll have to pull him back a little bit because It's hard to see under the camera, so I'm just going to kind of add an eye. And then we'll dot them once they get dry. I'll put a dot in the upper right hand corner. His mouth is etched in, so you don't even have to make his mouth. It's already there, which is pretty handy. So he's a happy guy. So I'm just dotting just the upper right hand corner of his eye with a little bit of white. So he starts coming to life. Just like that. Okay, so we going blue?
Yes.
Blue.
She knows her prices of each thing. It's just all on, she's already got it all in the computer and stuff like that. I don't even know what I was doing. Oh, okay.
What are you doing over there?
I don't know. I'm just here.
Oops, I just got black on that.
I'm here for the bubbles.
Well, I had black on my baby wipe and I did not know that. So, well, no, actually it's coming from my thumb. Here we go. I told Mark, I said, we were talking about, he was like, you know, you'll do fine. And I'm like, oh, but I always feel like I do something wrong. So here we go. So I have it all over that sponge. So I'm going to set that sponge aside because I don't want my fingers in it again. So now I have to fix him.
Oh, man.
What in the world are you doing?
I was going to do some more bubbles. Someone said they were more excited for bubbles.
Excited for more bubbles. Now I gotta tap the bubbles off.
I think that was 2 people that said ready for more bubbles.
Okay.
We've been sitting for a while.
So I
Sorry.
fixed
now
that.
I'm sticky.
Good.
I bubbled myself.
Okay. I tried to fix where I got that black. So it'll be fine.
It's fine. It's
Fine.
fine.
Okay. So let's get a new baby wipe. So I was just going along the edges. You can do that if you want. This paint is really thick too. Did I just flip you with water?
I see. Revenge it is.
Well, I didn't even have that planned, but that was good. I tapped this in water and shook it off and then thought, I'm going to add some water, and I just flipped it all over. Oh, gosh. Folk art paint I love, but it is thick. Like, some of them are really thick, which is great if you're palette knifing, but I added a little bit of water to that because it's pretty thick. So I am going to kind of wipe that off on that. Dab the edges, make it, let me move this here. Let me dab these edges and start on this side. So I like to kind of come down from the face and down around. And then, what are you talking about over there?
I'm trying to laugh at a comment, but the comments are going so fast that it keeps liking, and so then I keep liking random people's posts.
She's over here talking to herself like she's lost it. Which, clearly. I like the blue. What do you think, Megan?
Well, I'm in comment land over
What do you
here.
mean, you're supposed to go, I love
It
it.
looks beautiful.
It is just how I thought it would look.
I love blues.
It kind of makes them, when I use blue, I feel like it makes it look very icy.
Yes,
like very
frosty.
chilly.
I like it.
Frosty. Yeah, she had to use the correct word. Frosty.
Frosty.
Oh, frosty. Okay. So it's a little strong right here. And if you do that, just tap it with your baby wipe. Or I'll blend things with my finger all the time. That's why my hands are always a mess. So I just zip right down around it. Okay, let me dry it so I don't take it back off. You don't want to do...
A photo shoot with bubbles.
Dear help us. I did share a picture to my main page the other day and didn't even know I did it, of Hank and some bubbles. It was actually on his Instagram page. It was just like a story or something, I forget now. And it's been doing that, and I'm like, what? I didn't even know that was on my regular page. So I figured out how to toggle that off.
That's probably good.
Yes. So, oh boy.
I can't tell if it's on you or on my just going off.
It's on my hands. Okay, so we have the blue on there. I was trying to tone it down a little bit in a couple of spots. So we'll go over with our micron pen and it'll all be blended in. So our snowflake, I want to touch the ends a bit with whatever I shaded in. I also want to do the ends of my thing. So I'm just going to use that same little sponge and just take it right around the edges, and it'll get the blue on it, and just kind of tip the edges.
Someone said they can see it. Disco night with bubbles.
Like, I think you need it over here. So there, can you see it?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I just put it up there as like an accent color.
Yeah. Oh my word, I feel like I'm at the disco. So see how that, let me say it like this. So I just tipped it on the edges.
How cute, chilled to the bone. Be cute with someone with extra blue on something.
Oh yeah, that is cute. So that's a snowflake. I like the blue. I really like it. All right, so let's do a little dry brushing. And, so I linked those in my Amazon thing. I think most of you know that I love this set. I've tried like a gazillion sets, and this is my favorite. So there's all sizes in that package, which there's flats and rounds, and so it all works really good. So
I have an extra disco ball. It's not just my watch.
She's extra.
A little extra over here.
She's extra. She's extra, or else we're just all dull. Ordinary. So.
I pinned the Amazon link for you guys.
It's also on that supply sheet, too. Mm-hmm. Right in the middle, if you go to that. Okay, I'm going to go in my white. Make sure your paper towel is dry when you go to wipe it off, because you want it to be dry brushing. And we're just going to dry brush him up. So let it catch that edge on the left side so it's more prevalent on that side. And then kind of pull it across. But I want it to catch all the edges and kind of outline it. And then I'm going to do the same thing. And come across his hat. And just kind of whisk it across. And then we'll use a liner brush to add the lines. We're going to use some dark, so I'm going to get, I need some more espresso out. I think I used it all. My palette is a mess. Let's get some more black. And so I'm going to get a little bit of espresso, a little bit of black, and I'm just going to dry brush some on his arms, just randomly, and then we're also going to do some white. It kind of darkens the edges a little bit, and you might not be able to see it on camera, but I can see it. Like, it just adds some variation to it. And then I'll use the white. You can get a smaller one if you want, but I'm going to try to do it with this one. So I'm just going to kind of pull it down the arm and whisk it around his little bend there. Just kind of, it just makes the arm look lots better. And then I'm going to do it a little bit heavier on that side. It would probably be better to use a smaller one, but we got it with that one. Okay. So, the bird, let's give him a little dry brushing.
The light hit it, and it did it without it being on my computer screen.
It did?
It did.
Oh my word. It's like light activated?
Or at least I'm going crazy over here.
It is. I think it is sound activated. So if you break into a song.
Oh man. Well, I don't think I'm going to do that.
You
think Frosty the Snowman.
Yeah, we don't own the rights to that. We'll probably get kicked out for sure. I dotted his eye, but I thought, I don't know, that looked a little big. I'm going to kick back and try that again, or else just leave it off, because his eye's really small. My other bird had a bigger eye. Better to see you with, my dear.
I was just about to say that.
What?
The better to see you with.
Oh, better to see you with, my dear. Is that how it goes?
Yes.
Okay.
Listen, guys, I promise you don't want to hear me sing. I can promise you that.
Well, I cannot sing, but I used to, like, worry about it all the time. Like, I would never sing in front of Mark. I don't even care anymore. Like, a lot of times I'll just be singing if he walks in. I'm like, at this point, you know, like, it doesn't even matter. So, okay. Do we have everything? I'm trying to see.
Oh, my computer's just really far back. That's what's happening. It just showed me doing this on my hand.
Okay, so I'm going to use the 005, 003 are really little. I always just used to use 01, 02, or 05, or 03, depending on the bigger project, but only smaller ones. These little ones are great. So I linked them. They have them at Hobby Lobby, but if you can't find them at yours or you don't have one, I did link them. But I love them. They are so little and so great. So this, I'm just going to put some little eyebrows on him. It's just a real thin line. And then I'm going to use the number 1 to zip around his body. So I'm just going to add some straight and squiggles. And you can absolutely leave this off if you're not a fan. And if you think your shading doesn't look great, a lot of times this kind of just pulls it all together too. Okay, so that is that. And then we need to go with a liner. I'm going to go his arms. You probably can't see it, but I can see it. And I started not to do it when I painted the sample, but it really did show up. If you're looking at it in real life, it was helpful.
Do you use a brush or spray sealer on your ornaments?
I never brush them. I just spray them, if I even spray them. If you're going to spray them, make sure you spray them before you use glass glitter, because the spray does change the glass glitter. Definitely it does. So, but a lot of times, I don't always spray them. Okay. So I'm just making sure I didn't forget anything. I think I'm good. We need to spatter. I'm just going to dry brush that a little bit on that left side. Let's see if I want to add any more to the hat. Okay. Let me put my dry brushes in a baby wipe so they don't get... I don't want them in water, but I don't want them to dry out. Okay? There's this little nose. So let me get my good liner over here. My serious liner. My paints are a little bit dry from sitting out. But I'm just going to go around the edges of the black hat. So I'm just going to kind of come out of there, and this has a really nice point on it. It's a Stencil Smith liner. And I'm just going to come up.
Do you normally spatter everything?
Not everything, but 95% of my stuff I do like to spatter. But I don't do everything. I'll say 90%, but I also love to use glitter spray at Christmas, and this will look cute with glitter spray too. The key with glitter spray, and I've tried them all, the one I like best, I don't really know if you can get anymore, but I love it. I have several cans of it. So I'm not in panic mode over that yet. But I have tested out some, and there is one, I think it's called Color Shot, that's not bad. But my biggest problem, it just adds like the nicest little silver shimmer to it. Like I like to use like a silver. I don't like the iridescent-y look. But my biggest problem is I get to spray in and I'm like, oh, that looks really, well, I made a mistake. Flung my brush over. I always am like, oh, I love how that looks. It just has the nicest shimmer. So what do? Let's just spray a little more, like it looks so good. I'm just going to add some more. And that's usually the wrong thing to do, because usually you're better off just to kind of like stop. Just give it a little shimmer and then go with it. So, but that is usually something that I tend to do that I should not do.
What kind of baby wipes do you use?
I like
alcohol.
Do I what?
Should they be non-alcohol? No baby wipes have.
Do they make them with alcohol? If not, if they do, I'm going to get Noah.
That's a little reason.
I'm kidding. This is the kind I like. So I buy them by the case because I use them for Noah. I use them for myself. So I used them before I got them for Noah as well, but I really like their brand. Some, like leave a really, what is that called? Like a fuzzy
film,
like a fuzzy on it, like you wipe some of the wood and it'll look fuzzy. So I do not like that, and those I really like. I'm gonna have to reach in front of you there, Bubbles. I'm gonna get my glue, and I need to get my denture brush from Debbie in here. Okay, so I just add a little bit of water. The denture brush works really good for a toothbrush. Debbie gave me a good supply of toothbrushes and denture brushes. So I kind of not a big fan of it getting on his face, because it's like sometimes the spatter can land right by his eye or something, and then he looks like, well, he was starting to grow a third eye. So then I have to take that off. So I just kind of try to cover it up and not get so much. And I probably spattered him a little heavy.
They're Sam's Club wipes. So if you have a Sam's Clubs, we buy them in bulk.
Yeah,
so that's how
I've heard people say they really like the Walmart brand too. I tried them and I did not like them as well. I wasn't a fan, but I do like the Member's Mark, and I use the unscented just because it's just I just prefer that.
Is it a soft, medium, or hard toothbrush for spattering?
Well, mine is medium. So I'm just spattering a little bit here and there. And if you get a spatter somewhere that you are not a fan of, I just quickly wipe it off. So, it's fine, but I'm just going to show you, like, the hat burn will cover that up. But, like, you can just wipe it off. Just tap it off. And then you're fine. But I do like spattering. I think it adds a lot. So I like Type Bond. I think I forgot to put that on your list, but if you want to screenshot that, I do like this for indoor projects. I think it's pretty. It's thick, and it just like the name, and it sets really quick, but it is movable. I used to use Stick Fast so much, but the smell like really, really got to me, and I lost my voice from it before the show. And I don't like to use it as like I used to. So, and this works really well, and I haven't had trouble with it, like it stays. So I'm just gluing my pieces on now. Let's Putting a
Did
little.
you say a denture brush works good for
Yep.
spattering?
I have it somewhere in here. I have a spatter tool, and I like it. I'm on and off with it. Like, if I don't use it for a while, I'm hard. Here is a denture brush. And it's kind of stiff. It's stiffer than my thing, but it spatters really well. Well, now I was talking and let my glue dry.
Sorry.
So, you can angle his nose like any way you want. Oh, I forgot to dry brush his nose. Oh, I almost put my brush right in the white, or in the glue. I thought it was white. I wanted to dry brush that a little bit. Okay. I think I can pluck that. Okay, so we'll use hot glue to do that. So the only other thing we need to do is the buttons. So I want the light side of my buttons, where I shaded, or where I highlighted my buttons in white. I'm going to put those to the left. I'm just going to start. I drop it down a little bit because of my scarf. Oops. I'm hungry. I felt the need to blurt that out, didn't I? I was going to eat a yogurt and I brought it up and then I never got time to eat it.
I'm thinking about Oreos.
Oreos?
Yes.
No one likes
Oreo
Oreos.
milkshake. He does. I shared my Oreos with him the other day.
Well, the first time I gave him one, he liked it, and Mark was like, "Oh, he really likes that." I said, "Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Megan doesn't share her Oreos with him. I'm not sure."
I don't really. Oreos are my thing.
Yep.
But I was nice and I did share them with my kid.
All right. So there is our Snowman. So let me move this stuff out of the way because I've got a grand old mess going on. So you need a little bit of Spanish moss for his nest. So this one, I told you guys this before. Here's the thing. I've used Snowtex on my nest before, and not Snowtex, but, well, you can use Snowtex, but also like heavy body acrylic or, hey Megan, is there a bag at your feet that has piping bags in it? Maybe?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
So I can use piping bag, or you can use heavy body acrylic. You can use Snowtex. You can use like a heavy body acrylic. I like to use spackling compound, patch and paint, and I just put it in a bag. That's a good way to add snow. Anyway, so I have added it to my nest before when I've done winter nest projects, and this is the problem. It ends up looking like a dirty nest. Like it looks like bird poop on it because it just does. And I just like stopped doing that because every time I would look at it, I'm like, that looks horrible. Because it was actually a purple finch on the front porch a couple years ago that built a nest, and it was so dirty. Like it did not keep its nest clean, and that's what it looked like. It had poop all over it, and every time I looked at that, I was like, that looks horrible. So I just use Mod Podge and brush it all over, and then add the glass glitter. But I was wondering what it would look like after I did the Spanish moss if I painted all the Spanish moss white, like a white nest, like it would look snow.
Yeah.
So I don't know because I've never tried it. So I used 22 gauge wire, and it's on your supply list. But I just took it through. Oh, you know what I forgot to do is my edges. I just saw that on my snowflake. So I love this Liquitex pen to go right along. I am a sloppy painter, even when I start out and think, I'm going to be really careful. I never am. So I just noticed my edges. I try to do that before I glue, but I usually forget when I'm on live because I'm talking. So what was one of your favorite things that you saw in the prize pack while I'm touching up the edges? See, this zips this right, like where I have over, like it's so fast. I used to take a sponge or a brush with paint and touch up my stuff. And it took so long, and this is so quick. Okay, so what's something you saw in the box? If you saw the reel, you saw me show different wood blanks in there, and they were all from like past stuff we've done that sold out really quick, and sometimes some of you would still like to get a hold of some of it. So what was something you saw in there that kind of perked your interest?
Was the dotting tool in there?
Yeah, I did put the dotting tool in there, but I didn't add it till today. But yeah, it was.
The baby Jesus?
Yeah, he was in there. I had one of those I found. And see, it was all a bunch of random pieces after I did shipping, and I just had thrown them all in a big big tray container thing, divided tray thing. And so I sat down one day and I was going through them all because I was just going to start throwing stuff away. And then I realized like there's actual like sets in there. So I started piecing them all together. And so yeah, I found some cute things. I even found one of those little tiny truck ornaments with the tree in the back, and it would make a really cute magnet. So I think when Mark was cutting it, I had sized it wrong, so it was really little. So there's two of those in there. One's a little bit bigger than the other. Okay, so I'm just pulling this up a little bit, and be careful because you don't want to break that little snowflake. So I'm just
white wire.
It is white wire, 22 gauge white wire, and I linked that on your sheet. You can also find it, I'm sure, in I guess anywhere, Joann's or Hobby Lobby. I guess I'm sure. So then I just clip it off, but I wrapped it that way so it would hang, and then I'm going to put it through here. And just put it any length that you like. And then I turned it over. And then I just kind of, this is back in the days when we used to wire everything and wrap it on a pencil. So you just kind of hold it down close to the arm and just kind of make a little swirl. Which I actually didn't do that great of a job on. I can show you on the back side of that one. Like, I did that for so long that you can just make the perfect little swirl. But of course on this one I made a swirl that looks like a hurricane. So we'll just kind of bend that up so you can't see it. I can trim that back up. But so that's how I hung the wire. Okay, so for the nest, I just took a little bit of Spanish moss, which is so messy. And you'll need your glue gun. And so I just kind of bunch it, and then you can trim it up. So I just kind of try to bunch it up together. Now, I did think about painting it white. So I don't know. Do you guys think that would work? Do you think it would be good white? Like to paint it all white? Like maybe sponge it so it would be like an all white nest?
So. There was a few of them that were saying, once you said the white, that they were like, that's all I could think about.
You think it would look like bird poop solid?
No, that's no.
Oh, like to make it all, like try
like...
to make it look white? Joe, you still have that tool. Isn't that so funny? Tracy, I didn't know you were on. Okay, white. So I'm not sure how to go about that, but this is what I'm going to do. I just thought of it a little bit.
The way that you have it.
Okay, but we
texture, leave it brown.
For texture,
there's a lot more. Someone said maybe dry brush it white.
Yeah, it's just kind of
try painting it and see.
Yeah, we'll give it a wing here. Like I don't want to.
I like the natural.
You like the natural?
I like the natural, but I also
we did the natural, so you see what natural looks like. So let's see.
Try it.
And if it doesn't turn out, then I can give it to Megan. Right?
I mean, hey.
I mean, you know.
I'll take the bird poop snow.
Okay, so I'm going to get. This is what I'm going to do. I do not know if this is going to work because I've not done it before, but we are going to give it a shot. It may look like that bird had a blowout. It may very well be a disaster, but we're going to try. I have some beautiful white bird nests. They were from is it Lancaster and Home? Like, they make really pretty florals. And it's all white, but it has like a glittery shimmer to it. And I love those.
Very pretty. That's the bird flu. Blowback.
Blow out. The bird flu. Oh gosh. I went to bed at 2:30 this morning, so I'm like,
I don't know what my excuse is.
I'm like, okay, so there. We have a white bundle, so let's dry it. Let's see. I mean, you know.
I don't think it looks like...
No, but see, but when you dab it on a regular nest,
yeah,
it totally looked like bird poop up on the edges, and that's exactly how the nest looked on our porch. Like, it just was all around the edges, and it just looked like they got up there to feed the birds and just let it fly. And it looked, it looked awful. And so I didn't want it to look like that. But I thought of that Lancaster and Home nest and thought, wonder how that looks. So I'm
the
just...
bird just let it fly.
You poor little snowman. Okay, so I'm just going to stick my finger in there and kind of work that around and kind of make a nest. So I'm going to take and we'll trim it up. I think my bench is on this glue gun cord. So I'm just going to put it up here on the stick arm and then set it on there. And it'll be quite bushy, like it's going to be like an eagle's nest. But we trim it up, or I trim it up with scissors. So I like the white. I am not hating it. I'm not mad that I did it. I think
I guess if you don't like it, you can always rip it off and try.
I do like it, but see, there's the other one. So after you get it in there, if you need to shape it a little bit more or add a little bit more glue, that's just what oh my word. What?
Sticking your finger in the blowout.
Yes, shape it. So just keep crimping it up around. You can even stick like a pencil down in there or the end of a paintbrush if you're afraid, like if you've got hot glue and you don't want to.
What type of name is that hot glue? Do you have it somewhere? The hot glue gun?
Oh, I linked it in the Amazon list.
Is it in the Christmas in July one?
Yes.
Okay. It's in the Christmas in July link that I have posted.
Yes. I'm pretty sure it's in there. I tried really hard to field all the questions and tried to put links in to help you because it's hard. It's just hard to answer everything. Okay, so I like it. So then you stick the bird in it, and that nest is still a bit big. But I'm going to squirt glue down in that nest. And really, it's a pretty quick process. I'm just, like talking and experimenting.
Yeah. The red might be better with the white.
Yes, that's
a
true.
Nice contrast, so you don't do like a bluebird or.
So once you stick him in there, then you can squish that up around him, so you're making that nest. Actually, this nest looks way better than that one. So I'm trying to hurry. I know we're past time here.
That glue gun is on the Amazon. That's posted.
Yeah, it's just like a Surebonder pen thing. Okay, I like the nest, and once it gets glass glitter in it, I think it's going to look really good. I like it. I'm glad I tried it. I think I already said that. I'm repeating myself. Okay, so then you can just go in and trim up. You want some wiggy pieces because no nest is perfect, but you don't want it like it's super crazy, but I do like it. Okay, so this is the material that I want to use, and I am going to move this stuff because I hate the clutter of it. It's all over the place. Let me fold that up. If I was doing a batch painting these, I would do them, sorry, I didn't mean to play with your leg there. I'm like scooting her leg over to get my my stiffening mix out. So this is, I used to use Arlene's Tacky Glue and some water. I just squirt some in there and then put some warm water, and then I keep it mixed up and I use it for months and months and months. So I need to make a new batch because this one's getting pretty low and I use it all the time especially when I'm getting ready this time of year and then getting ready for my shows. So what do you think about the white nest? What do you think?
Different. You don't see it often.
So it's pretty snowy, but I think the diamond, any kind of glitter you use, or the diamond glass, which is my favorite glitter, it just has the best sparkle to it. I think it will set it off.
I like it.
I think it will really have a good sparkle. So I'm just putting his scarf on here, and I like to wrap it twice, and then I'll shape it, and then it'll dry with a little bit of stiffness to it, but it'll keep its shape. So I like to slouch it a little bit, and
They're like in the white nests.
good. Okay, so then I just pull this out. Let me get my scissors from Monica. These are my favorite ones.
Do you have a ratio of water to...
I've done it for so long, I just kind of dump it in there. But
Well,
I'm gonna say, I've said before, but I don't remember what I say. I just make it up as I go, because I never really can remember. I just kind of just do it. But I just get an old container that has a good lid on it that you can keep, like an M&M container. This happens to be deluxe nuts, but the same thing. M&Ms are much better. You can get them from Sam's or Costco, eat them, and then mix your stuff in them. They make great bead containers too.
Is your ribbon on your list?
What ribbon?
I'm guessing the ribbon right now that you're using.
This is just material from Hobby Lobby, and I don't remember when I got it. I've had it a while, but I love it. It's almost seersuckery, but I think it's a good winter blue, which is why I ended up choosing those button colors. So now I'm going to kind of crimp it around, and then it'll dry overnight, and so that's how I do that. So I'm trying to hurry here. We're bringing it home. So you can use Snow Tech, whatever you want. So I am going to use spackling from my glue gun. Or my glue gun. How in the world did that come out? Spackling in my piping bag. So I'm going to put a little bit up here on his hat brim. I'm just going to kind of let it sit up on the brim and come over a little bit. I love to use spackling and piping. And then I'm going to put, I did that on this one, but I used a different snow stuff on there, a new one, and I didn't really like it. So I'm going to put some, it'd be like kind of sitting up on his arm, and then just some on his scarf. And his scarf is wet, but it'll still adhere okay, and then just dry with the scarf. So I kind of, it kind of slouches down, and that's kind of where snow would lay. So I'm just kind of laying some back there and pulling it out. But you can use if you're using Snow Tech or Heavy Body to paint, you can use Heavy Body paint in a piping bag too, with like a 1 tip or something. You can use that, or you can use like just a scruffy old paintbrush and put it on, whatever. So I even tried to add some to the back side in case anyone turns it over. I always like it to look, kind of natural. All right, so you can even set some snow out here if you want any more on his arm, but I'm just going to leave it like that. Okay. So there's that, and then while that's all wet and the scarf is wet, sorry, I'm reaching in front of you again. So that's the right one. So I like to use Mod Podge, and I just keep a jar full of scruffy brushes that I don't really like, or that are just shot, or I just don't use anymore. I keep them in a container, and then that's what I glue with. So you can, anywhere you hit with that Mod Podge, whoops, I took off some of my spackling. So I'm going to hit it, touch it around on the nest, because it'll dry clear, but I want that to have a really good sparkle to it. So I'm just going to push that glue down in there. What are you laughing about? I keep hearing her snicker, and my curiosity's killing me. So I'm like, what is she doing
I
now?
was talking about they need a class on using a piping bag. 'Cause they use they have blowouts.
Really?
Yeah.
So, well, we used it, and I've used it different times on here, but I used it during Bunny Bash and stuff, but I could do them. I keep saying I'm going to do these different
She worded
classes.
it as I had a block, except for so. Oh gosh.
Okay, so then I'm just going to use glass glitter, and I love it. It lasts a really long time. It is worth the price, and you just, keep funneling your leftovers back into your container, and then you have it. But that is how he looks. Now, when this dries, I will probably put a little bit of hot glue right behind his arm so that scarf stays down and looks nice. So, and I will come on sometime tomorrow and bead the top of it, and I'll just do that real quick as a quick live, because I went way over. I try to keep it at an hour, and it's hard, but I wanted to show you like the glass glitter and stuff, and I don't have to do that every night, so I can kind of leave those things. But I did show you that tonight. But I will bead it tomorrow and show you how I do the beads and how I painted them and dry brushed them and all that.
At 3 people till 200.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Wow. So that is how he looks. And like if you want, like I said, I like to slouch his scarf a little bit. So that's got spackling on it. So I'm just going to kind of maneuver it with my pen there so it slouches down. And then it will dry like that. And tomorrow it'll be all good. So what do you think of him? Do you like it? Do you like him? Brown nest or white nest? I like the white.
I like the white.
I like the white and the blue together. I just think it looks like the bluish shading on him, and the white nest and stuff. I just kind of like it, and I'm anxious to see what it looks like when it's dry, to see how that glass glitter looks like, how it looks sparkly. So we'll compare it tomorrow when I do the beading. It'll be tomorrow afternoon sometime, but I'll show that. So there he is. That is him. But I think he's really cute. But I do think the red bird is a good contrast with the nest and stuff. So cute. So there we have night 1 under our belt.
I want to see the prizes again for the giveaway box.
You want to see the giveaway box? Sorry, it's like going all over the place. Okay. So they're all 3 pretty much the same with the exception of a few little things. So here it is. So we have a 1/4-inch stencil brush from the Stencil Smith. So she was nice to send that. And some mini pine cones. I'll try to do it quick. Some assorted tags. Just a wood blank. A little snowman tag. And some snowflakes that you can glue on a sign or whatever. These are assorted just snowmen. A micron pen. This is a 003. And my favorite ridged beads from Hobby Lobby. And just some blank ornaments. Little snowman thing. Some holly. Those are always fun to use on snowmen and stuff. Some little gnomes in this one. These are just random miscellaneous pack. She's a nut. Anyway, this is a miscellaneous pack of like joy, snowflakes, holly leaves, noses. This is a bell pack that's just assorted sizes of bells. A ribbon. I like that ribbon a lot. I love the red on it and the burlap look bells. Assorted nose pack from big to little. Oops, sorry. It was out of frame there. This is that little truck. Remember the snowman, the truck with the snowman and the tree in the back? That is like a little tiny miniature version that is so cute. I think I might have Mark cut me some of these and do some magnets. Would y'all like that? Like if I had him do that? Or I even thought it would be a really cute pen. I don't know. Snowman. There's 2 of those in there. And some of them might have, I know one of those snowmen has a defect, but like once you paint it, it'll be fine. But that's why I didn't sell it. A gnome. And this is the gingerbread ornament with, I think there was only one of these. So, and a dotting tool. So that's what's in that box. So I think it's chock full of goodness. If I find other stuff, she's going to get good at that by the end of the week. I know she is. As I find other stuff, I'll add it to it. Like that's what I did today. So I love Primitives by Kathy, and I love notepads. So I had to, I have a few of these that I bought, probably only like 25, but I'm going to put them on the site for sale. But like I said, I have 25, but I pulled 3 because well, actually 2. One didn't fit in the box. But so that's the box. All right, so I will let you go. Did you get 5 names?
I did get.
Did you see that she kind of creepily just goes, so walking in the bubble wonderland.
So I have to get like really close to you.
Oh boy. Okay. So tomorrow night, I think you will love it. I think I showed it to you, didn't I? I know I showed it to Karen.
Maybe.
I sent Karen a picture. My friend Karen, I sent her a picture, and she really liked it. And I think you guys will really like it. It is so cute. So cute. Like, so much. Like, the cute meter goes up for tomorrow night. Like, I think. So, I think you're going to really like it. So, that is tomorrow night. Be sure to tune in. Megan will pick 5 more names. So, then there will be 10 names in the hat. And she will draw one. Disco Donna is going to draw one. And so, we will have announce that winner, and then we'll take names on Tuesday night and give a box away Wednesday night, and then take names on Wednesday night and give a box away Thursday night. So we'll take names every night. Names will go into the hat. So that'll kind of break it up and just won't be just pulling one name. So that kind of makes it more fun. So anyway, thank you so much for joining in. I feel like I've planned this for a while and been excited about it. So it's finally here. So we've got night 1 done, and it will just get even better. So be sure 8:30 tomorrow night, tune in and see what the project is. See ya.
See ya.
Good night.